Hello and welcome to another episode of Girl Powerhouse on Mupo Entertainment. If you have not downloaded us, go ahead and go to your iOS as well as your Android, whichever you have, download Mupo Entertainment so you can watch all of our episodes previously, as well as a bunch of amazing shows from some awesome people that are in the Mupo network. So at Girl Powerhouse, we honestly celebrate all of the women out there that are making things happen, that have made things happen, that have really just impacted the world in a really major way. So today I am so excited to bring on my guest to, celebrate today because we are actually ending the day. Today is the end of Women's History Month. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring on my guest. Hello, Miss Pele. How are you? Welcome, welcome,
Yes,
welcome.
yes, girl. So I always, I have this special way of replying when somebody asks me how I'm doing. Can I get at Can I get at it?
Yes, please, please.
Okay, well, I first of all, look, I do not own the rights to this music, so ask me again how I'm doing, girl.
How you doing, Pele?
All right. Ask me how I'm doing. I'm blessed. Yes. Living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, girl. How are you doing?
Yes, I am blessed. Yes, thank you so much. That just gave me some joy. So, everyone, let me go ahead and just let Miss Pele tell you a little bit about herself. I honestly, with my guests, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves because I can't do them justice. So, Pele, please go ahead and introduce yourself, who you are, where you are, and just a little bit about you.
Oh, yes. Well, first and foremost, I always want to give God all the honor, praise, and glory because I know for me, if it weren't for his love, mercy, and grace, I wouldn't be where I am today. So, yes, to God be all the glory. And I just want to thank you, Sis Tiffany. Thank you so much for reaching out and just to be a part of, your journey. It's a blessing to me. So, like we say, today is the last day of Women History Month because we are walking into April tomorrow. And today I want to honor every woman who's, on this platform. And I want to honor you, for your work and all that you have done. I celebrate every woman that's in my life, and I am blessed to be a part of everything, that they have poured into me and everything that they have done because I didn't get here by myself. So, with all that being said, my name is Pele Hunkin. I am named by the most beautiful grandmother of mine. Her name is Pele, and so I go by Pele for short because a lot of people they can't say my grandmother's name, and so I love my grandma. So I just tell them, hey, just call me Pele. And so Pele in my Samoan language means sweetheart, and that I am.
You
And so I
are.
want to say talofa. If you hear me say talofa, it's Talofa. And talofa in my Samoan language means hello. So, yes, talofa to each and every one of you. Thank you for making the time to hear me share my testimony, hear my story, and hear, God's glory. So, I am a mother of four beautiful children and a dog. Yes, I have a fur baby too. Yes. And so I am a army retiree. I'm a widow. I remarried 10 years after Dean passed, after my husband passed. And so now I'm a divorcee. So I'm a survivor of a divorcee. And so I lost both my parents. And so, yeah, it's a lot. My journey is a journey of losses, but I want to share with you that you can do everything and anything, with God's help in your life. So I think that's a little bit, about me. I can't even, I just don't like to talk about myself because when I get on people's podcasts, I'm just ready to be a blessing to the platform. And so I cannot forget that I am the author of this amazing book. Look, if you haven't got this book, it is Heart of a Warrior, The Humble Journey of a Samoan Warrior. I released this book August of last year, and it is changing lives, and I thank God for this opportunity. And
Wow.
so yes,
Yes, yes.
I'm a 10 times co-author. I have co-authored 10 other
Wow.
books, and so yeah, writing has been my thing, and so I give it all to him. And so yes, that's a little
Nice.
bit about me, because I'm ready. I'm ready to get into this conversation, so I can be
Yes.
a blessing to the Mupo Entertainment. And I love Mupo Entertainment. I have a lot of friends who became family, in the Mupo Entertainment. And so yes, let's get to it, Tiffany. I'm so grateful
Oh.
to you, and I just want to tell you I love you and thank
Oh,
you.
I love you too, sis. And I am so grateful to you. Thank you so much for your service because, we got to definitely put that out there to our servicemen and women,
Yes,
for everything that you all do. So let's definitely get on into,
yes,
more about Pele. So I
yes.
know, backstage we had talked a little bit about now a Samoan warrior. So what is the Samoan warrior called?
Oh, so in Samoa, we are called Toa o Samoa. Toa Samoa. So it's warriors or heroes of Samoa.
Wow, wow, that's
Yes.
so
So I
beautiful.
I,
That's so
I am a
beautiful.
proud Toa o Samoa.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about just your journey as a sergeant first class, as a woman. I mean that's what this is all about. That's what this girl powerhouse is all about. It's really just digging into some of the women out there that have just really thrived in positions that are generally men's positions and things like that. So just tell us a little bit about your journey to Army Sergeant First Class.
Oh wow. Well, I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take us back to 1994. I was only 21 years of age back then, and I joined the army. And so from 1994, and that was my first time in the United States and seeing snow, and see, I'm like, oh Lord, like this is what America is like. And so it was a very different experience for me. And so from 1994 till I retired. And so, yes, as a sergeant first class in the military, in the army, as a woman, it wasn't easy. Just being a woman in the
Mhm,
military was hard, and I speak for myself. And,
mhm,
but I tell you, I had great leaders. We all have great leaders and not so good leaders. And we
mhm.
all experienced that. But with my journey, I was blessed to have good people, that good leaders who helped me you know um get to where I am today. But I just want to say that you have to earn it. Getting a rank in the army is not a given. You have to earn it. And I was blessed to receive this rank in 10 years in the military, and then I served 19. So
Wow, wow. So, what was the hardest part about being in the Army?
the hardest me, because I'm very transparent and authentic with my journey. So the hardest part for me was ignorant people. That was the hardest thing for me, because all the tasks and everything that's given, it's, you have leaders that it's you receive an op order. And so it just tells you what, you need to do and stuff like that. But as a mother, though, in the military, the hardest time for me was when Dean, my husband, my kid's father, was when he was injured and he was in a coma for 6 months. And so I was in the military then, and I wanted to get out. He followed me, as a matter of fact, to Iraq. I was
Mhm.
already a soldier there, and he came there as a contractor, for the military. And so, yeah, That was the hardest part for me. We had three biological children. And so, like I said initially, when I introduced myself, that I have four beautiful children because I took one in, as my own. And so, when Dean passed, after 6 months when he was in a coma, I was really battling, staying in the military, because my oldest daughter was 8, my son was 6, and my youngest was 18 months. And so it was really hard for me because he was the stay-home dad. I had asked him to please stay home and, keep our kids because we had bad experience, with daycare and with babysitters. And so
Yeah.
I would rather, him staying at home to care for our children, than for our children to be at daycare. So you
Yeah.
know yeah, I when I tell you I wanted to get out of the military, I literally put in, my request to be chaptered out, to leave out of the military because of hardship, but that's not what God's plan was for me.
Wow. Gosh. Oh, such a powerful story. Well, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and
Okay.
we'll
All
be
right.
right back with Miss Pele.
Okay.
And we are back. This is Tiffany
Yes.
Carr with Girl Powerhouse. We have our special guest, Miss Pele Hunkin, retired Army, uh, what is it?
Sergeant
Sergeant
First
First
Class.
Class. Sergeant First Class. We got author, speaker, and mother of 4. Oh my goodness. Man,
Oh, five, girl.
I mean, being out there and being a single mother in the military with 3 kids.
Yes.
I can't even imagine. Is there any just words of wisdom or words of encouragement that you can maybe give some of the women out there that may, go through that same type of situation?
Yes, man, I tell you, I just encourage to all my sisters who are out there serving. And when you become that single parent, I encourage you to believe in yourself. Hold on. I want you to believe in yourself because I
Yes.
believe in you. And the reason why I say that is because I had to believe in myself.
Yeah.
I had to believe that I can do it, that I have the courage. And so I just encourage all the women out there to know that you have the courage, you have the power, and you have the strength within you because it's an inside job. So it comes from within, and you have all that. You have all that it takes,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
overcome all that. Because, when I lost my children's father, lost my parents, went through a divorce, I almost lost my son in 20. I went through all this. And I promise you, there were many times in my journey that I want to give up, where I just want to throw in the towel. And,
Right.
but I encourage you to know your why. Ask yourself, what is your why in life? Because that's what happened to me. I had to believe that my why was so strong and my why was so big, and my why in life are my children and now my dog. And so, it's my children and my dog. So let me clarify that, because I said the same thing, and my son overheard me. So then when his sisters came home, he was like, hey, mommy said Debo is her biggest why in life. I said, no, that's not what I said. I said, my children and my dog are my why in life.
Hey, the fur babies, they are our children as well.
Yes, yes. And so that's why I just want you to know that you can do it. You don't ever let anything or anyone take away that courage, take away that strength. You have that strength. And what I want to share of what helped me get to where I am was prayer and fasting. I believed in the power of prayers and I believed in the power of fasting, because like I said, when I went through all that, I turned to alcohol as a
Mhm.
solution to my problem. And when I say I turned to alcohol, alcohol was my best friend. Can't nobody tell me nothing, but alcohol was my best friend. So I want to share this picture with y'all. This is my testimony. This was me back in 2018.
Wow.
This was me in 2018.
And you can see the sadness in your eyes, you know?
Yeah, and so right
Yeah,
now, I want you to know that you can do it. It's an inside job. And it took my divorce for me to fly. Fly stands for first love yourself. And I encourage you to fly. First love yourself. You have to love yourself enough to be that change you want to see in your life. And that's what happened with me. So today I am proud to say that today is my day 458 of no alcohol, no soda, and just loving on Pele. I am flying. First, love yourself. And so that's why I encourage not just military women, every
yeah,
women that's out there, because we put up with so much. We do so much for our families,
right.
for others. But I just encourage you to take this moment and fly. First, love yourself. Take some time out for yourself and just
Yeah,
reflect on how far you have, come through, this far in life. And, I was, when I said that I am grateful for all that I was going through. I was grateful for the trials and tribulations, the challenges and everything. And then I was asked, how can I be so grateful? And so my reply was, you have to be at a space, you have to be at that place of gratitude, having that attitude of gratitude to
right.
say that you are grateful. And I say that, I'm grateful. That's why I say I'm always grateful to her. You know why I'm
Yeah,
grateful to
yeah,
her? Because she introduced me to who I am today.
that's
And
right.
that's what I compete with every day. I compete with the person I was yesterday because I am a work in progress. I continue to work on me every single day. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to meet people, and
Yeah,
learn. And that's why I am so excited. I'm so grateful, to God for reaching out to Sister Tiffany and for her to reach out to me. And, I believe this is a divine connection.
me
And so,
too.
yeah, just believe in yourself, believe that you can do anything and everything. Single parents, being a single parent is hard, even to the
Tough.
males out there.
It's tough.
Single parent is tough. But I
Yeah,
tell you what, when you allow God, that was my thing. I have allowed God to be the sole cornerstone of my life and my family. I was asked if I was a churchgoer, and I'm telling you, I am not a churchgoer. I am a believer. I believe, that God has brought me through this far because I want you to know that you are the church. Church starts at home. Church starts
that's
right
right.
here. Church
That's
starts
right.
with your heart. And so it's great. I love to go visit my church, but I don't go to church every single Sunday, but to me, it's my relationship with God that matters. I have a daily and an intimate relationship with God to where, he adds people in my life and he takes
Yes,
away people, from my life. And when he does that, I just say, Father God, thank you. And I believe
yes,
that that's his way of protecting, my heart. So, and I want to say the same thing to you. So, yeah.
right. That's right. Ooh. Look, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break, and then we're
Okay.
going to come back. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that care, that
Okay.
self care that we have
Yeah.
for us, and what that looks like for you. So
Yes. Okay.
we'll be right back.
All right.
Hello, and we are back with
Yes,
Girl
we back.
Powerhouse on Mupo Entertainment. We have our special guest, Miss Pele Hunkin. She is a Army Sergeant First Class author. Go ahead and put that book up again, Heart of a Warrior.
Yes.
We also have, she's a speaker and she's also a mother of four. Now, just we've been sitting here just having a nice chat about just how to navigate in life when you go through trauma. And Pele had went through serious trauma, losing a husband while one serving our country and two having these children as well and trying to figure out how to navigate that. So Pele, let's talk a little bit about just that self-care. You said believe in yourself and just really what was that really helped you to believe in yourself? I mean, we really have to tap into ourselves and really find those ways of really just finding that self-love and finding that that self-worthiness, and it can be hard sometimes. So how did you manage to just pull yourself up and really just say, hey, you know what, I really believe in myself and I've got this. Like what was that moment for you?
Wow. Yeah, like well for me, that special moment for me, and I will always stick to this because it's true, that it took my divorce, for me to find me. It took my divorce for me to love on me because I was just so busy loving, loving him, loving the kids, and me and my and alcohol. I was like, that was my friend. But then, like I said, the importance of knowing your why in life, and that's what happened with me. I had to ask myself, like, what is your why in life? And is your why big enough? And is your why strong enough? It's
Yeah.
gonna, get you back up from what life went from when life knocked you down. And so, yes, my answer to that was yes. So because I have, beautiful children, loving children at that, and respectful, I said to myself, I wanted to be that mother, to set the example, to be that role model for my children. I didn't want nobody else to be a role model for my children. I
Yeah.
wanted to be the one. And so with me to do that, I had to fly. That's why I love my flight. I had to first love yourself. And I was telling myself, I had to love myself enough to be the change I wanted to see. I didn't, not that I
Yeah.
didn't care about what my family or anybody says, but then I was on this self journey, this self love, the self care, the self awareness, when we are
Mhm.
setting boundaries with what, we have and everything. And so that's what self care, self love is for me. It was
Yeah.
when I had to make that change for me. It was the change I wanted to see, not what anybody wanted to see, what Pele wanted to see. That's why I encourage, and I mentioned that earlier, I encourage every woman, every man, everyone, to fly, to love
Yes.
yourself enough to be that change you want to see in your life, not what anybody else's want to see, but what you want to see. So that's what it is for me. And then, especially when I was diagnosed with a heart disease that has no cure,
Mhm.
that's
Oh,
when I made a lifetime commitment. That's when I started my journey of no alcohol, no soda. I was drinking soda more than I was drinking my wine because I've been gave up liquor, hard liquor, a long time. But I was, I was loving my wine, but I was loving my Pepsi, my Coke, my Mountain Dew. I was drinking more soda than my wine. And
wow.
to see pictures of my heart was like, really hard for me to see. And and it pushed me even harder to work harder on myself, to be the better version of myself. And so like I'm gonna share this picture again. And this is how much, you know, I'm grateful to God for everything, but I am very grateful to myself for
Yeah,
not giving up on myself, for not giving up on my children. And I just encourage everyone to not give up on yourself. Quitting is never an option when it comes to life. Life is too
never.
precious. And, God has blessed you, blessed me with life because He knows that we are strong enough to live it.
That's right. That's right. And see, and that right there is what makes a girl powerhouse.
Yeah.
Someone that can come from that trauma to triumph
Yes.
and be able to, not skip a beat in there. Yes, it's hard.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, believing in yourself, finding that love, that, we have to have that self-love. I mean, me at my heaviest, I
Right.
had to be able to love myself at that heavy self so I could fix myself, you know? And you definitely have to find that love. So I love your journey. And I mean, hold that picture up again. I mean, every time I
Yes.
look at it, I'm just like, you can really see, I mean, when I'm looking at you there, I mean, you're glowing, and you can really just see that. I see the pain. I can see it. And just, yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
And
yeah, but look
I
at me now,
commend you,
girl.
sis.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. I commend you, sis, for just coming out on the other side and being that inspiration to other, men and women, out there. I
Right.
mean, yes, this is Girl Powerhouse, and we are really, here to encourage, those women out there that are going through things because, we as women, we juggle a lot of things. I mean, you
Yes,
are
we
a prime example of that, and there's so many women out there that are juggling a few things and they're, maybe dropping those balls here and there, but they're feeling like they're so devastated and
right.
feeling like they have to just, end it all or, whatever. But there's
Yes.
people like, there's champions like yourself that are out there that are coming, they're
Yeah.
overcoming everything,
Thank
So
you.
I just want to say to all of the, all you women out there that maybe, going through things as you're navigating in life, it's okay.
Yes,
We've
it's
all been
okay.
through it.
Yes, I always say it's okay not to be okay. It
It
is okay.
is. It
It's
is.
just not okay for you to stay down there when life knocks you down. It's not okay to stay down there. Like I
Right.
said, always get back to that why. Always ask yourself, is your why strong enough? Is your why big enough? And
That's
if it
right.
is, I promise you, it'll get you right back up.
That's
It'll get
right.
you right back up.
That's right. It's your will. I mean, I've been knocked down so many times and you just come back up, just,
Yes, that's right. I've been like, oh,
and
I
there
got
are,
this.
right. And there's going to be things that are bigger than others. We
Right.
just have to have the faith as well. I mean, I think that's another thing is,
Yes.
for myself, my faith is God. There's,
Right.
others out there, whatever your faith is, you
Yes.
know, whatever that is. I mean, and you have to have some kind of faith in something.
Yes. And not only that, well, not only our faith in God, but our faith in ourselves, and that's why, I had to have faith in myself, but it was truly, my unwavering faith in God, because when Dean passed, I stopped praying, I stopped fasting. I stopped it all. Like I stopped going to church. I didn't want to, talk to
Yeah.
nobody. But now I'm at a place to where I can share that, hey, don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't
Right.
do what I did was I was shutting out people, who cared for me. Don't do not do that. I
Yeah.
encourage you not to shut out the people who loves you because that's when you needed them the most.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so don't do that was a mistake, and for me, don't turn to alcohol, when something goes wrong. That was my problem, but now I am
Yeah.
just so grateful to God, for giving me that strength, the
Yeah.
courage and the
Yeah.
power, to stay sober,
Right.
and always get back to that why. That's why I encourage you, know your why, write it down, make it plain. You can
Yeah.
do it. You got this.
Frame it, put it on the wall, you know,
Yes,
you
right.
want
Post
to
it
have it
on your
around.
mirror,
Post
thumb,
it.
just like
Right.
your daily affirmations. I am strong. I am, post that up. You can see, put that up on your mirror.
Exactly. You got to see it. I mean, it's got to be there. I think as I went through my journey, I had affirmations all over the mirrors in the bathroom and, by my bed and, in my car. I mean, they were
Yes,
all over the place. That was definitely one of those things that helped me to get to
mm,
the other side, and just
yes,
really surrounding myself also with others that were more positive, you
yeah,
know, more like-minded because I had some of those friends that I had to, when you talk about detoxing, you
yes,
have to detox your life with food. You have to detox your life with the things you watch. You have to detox your life with
right,
the people that are around you. And
yes,
when you do that, everything starts to change.
yes.
And
It's being
going through this journey,
intentional.
you
It's
gotta
living
be
an intentional life, being intentional with everything that you do, the people we deal with, and everything. And just
right.
knowing that your time is valuable. You have to ask yourself, does this person value me? Because we can always say that, oh, I'm gonna kill so and so with kindness. I believe that, people don't deserve your time. So I would say I just kill people with silence. I'm just being authentic and being true, because that's just it. It is what it is. And so I'm like, hey, yeah.
Well, look, I tell you, this time goes so fast. We are getting to the end
Oh,
of this segment already. Oh my goodness. But I want to ask, is there any words of just words of just encouragement,
yes.
for
Oh,
for our audience right now, as they move through.
yeah. So I just want to share the two words that I live by daily is live and love. Live the life you love and love the life you live. And I just want you to know that you have a heart of a warrior. Yes, you do. And, when I mentioned to post up, affirmations on the mirror, and whenever you look at yourself in the mirror, I just encourage and inspire you to be inspired by that bold person in the mirror. Live your life out loud, live your life boldly, and just be inspired. I don't care what kind of mirror you look at, the rear view mirror of your car, any kind of mirror. Anytime you see yourself in the mirror, be inspired by that person. Be grateful for that person because, and
Yes,
I just want you to love on that person. Nobody will love you better than you.
yes,
So,
that's right.
yeah,
That's
yes, yes. So, I just
Ooh, I
want
love
you to know,
that.
yes.
Nobody
And
loves you but you. Mm.
yeah, and so
Let me give
continue to
myself a
fly.
hug.
Yes, continue to fly. Oh, and so yeah, because you're over there and I'm over here. So I want us to do something. So put your hands
Yeah.
up, in the front of you. Wait, close your eyes, put your hands in front of you. I want you to put your right hand. If you are watching this, do this with us. Put your right hand on your left shoulder and then put your left hand on your left shoulder. Now I want you to squeeze yourself and I want you to think, of all that God has brought you through and you never gave up. I want you to squeeze yourself and just be grateful that you didn't give up on you. Now, I want you to squeeze yourself just a little bit harder and open your eyes. And that was just me hugging you.
Oh, love that, sis. Ooh, I can feel that. I can feel that. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. And I hope everybody watching out there,
Yes.
you were able to just feel that positive energy from Pele as well
Yes.
today. This has just been so amazing.
Thank
And
you.
just, I just have to just thank you so much. So, for anyone that wants to purchase the book, or if they also would like to maybe have you come and speak, at maybe one of their events, how can they get in touch with you?
Oh, yes. They can reach me on my website, peleinspired.com. It should be on, yeah, it's on the screen. Peleinspired.com is my website. Please connect with me on Facebook, Pele Hunkin and Pele Inspire. and Pele Inspire on TikTok and Pele Inspire on Instagram. So I would love to help you. I would love to help you, and bring you to where I am in life, where, it's a peace of mind. And I always tell people peace is power. And so, I want you to have that peace in your life and for you to find you. I would love to help you. If you need, a speaker, I'm your girl. So, yes, reach out to you. I look forward to this connection. And once again, Sis Tiffany, I am so grateful to God for blessing you with me, for blessing me with you in my life and the Mupo Entertainment Center. Thank you. I'm grateful to all of you, and I love you all.
Oh, thank you so much, Pele. And everyone, thank you so much for joining us today to talk to our girl powerhouse, Miss Pele Hunkin. She is
Yeah.
an retired Army Sergeant First Class. I'm a little hard on that one. Author, as well as a speaker and mother. If you would like for her to come and speak for you, or if you would like to get her book, definitely connect with her. I love y'all so much. Definitely tune in to more Mupo Entertainment. Make
Yes,
sure
yes,
that you download it on your iOS or your Android. If you don't download it, make sure that you go to mupoentertainment.com. Check us out. Check all the rest of the amazing people of Mupo Entertainment out as well. All the amazing shows out there. You will definitely want to see them as well. Look, we are so excited to have more of you girl powerhouses on
yes,
here. So if you would like to be part of the community, would like to be on the show, definitely reach out and we would love to have you. Thank you so much.
yes.
And we
Thank
look
you.
forward to seeing you soon. Take care.